Hey everyone, it's Tim Reha here live at CES. We're in the Digital Health Live booth today here, sponsored by Idealife. We had an awesome panel this morning. It started off, it's a big super session called the Digital Health Manifesto. And we have Todd Hixon. You might recognize him. He's a managing partner of New Atlantic Ventures. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So how's your day going here, getting ramped up?
Oh, it's been, well, the day started with a panel. The panel was terrific. I thought Reed Tuckson, the panel moderator, did a fantastic job. And it was a very good group of panelists and talking about the right stuff. So I was very energized by that.
And Todd, tell us about your background and what you do.
Okay. Well, I'm an investor. We invest in startup companies. We typically invest in companies that have got a product and a little bit of revenue, starting to get traction in the market. We're very interested in the digital health space, or the way we say it is we're very interested in the business side of health. So basically changing the way that things get delivered, things get paid for, changing the way communication occurs. Not really trying to change medicine, but changing everything around it.
Interesting. And so Dr. Tuckson was leading the panel. What were some of the hot points that you guys were discussing?
Well, there was a big discussion around how the incentives are changing. And that's particularly the ACO structures that make doctors and hospitals more accountable for outcomes, that have rewards if they can treat patients efficiently and make them well. And as one of the doctors said, they get spanked if bad things happen, if people fall out of bed, if people have bed sores, or if they get readmitted within 30 days. And that's creating pretty profound change in how hospitals and doctors think and how they operate and what they spend their time on. So that's very fertile field for what we do.
Interesting. So with venture capital, we talk about signals, and people are trying to figure out if they're within your radar and your signal profile. Can you dive into that a little bit?
I mean, what would be? Well, I said already, we're looking for companies that have a product, that have a little bit of traction. We also look for entrepreneurs who are very compelling. That can be on the basis of what they've done before, can be on the basis of just who they are. But you need people who you believe can pull off a very difficult feat. So that's equally important. And then we're trying to understand the trends in the market and invest in companies that are going to be in the right place at the right time, that are going to come to market with something that people come to understand is really needed, where they have a unique offering, something that's hard to copy. And if you get all that right, then you have a great business.
So coming out of that panel, were there any hot spots identified that you think are some evergreen spaces that you would invest in?
Well, I think the panel made me want to think more about businesses that feed into the change that the ACO system is creating. So the ACO system, puts a lot of pressure on big hospital groups to perform better in specific ways. They're going to need help with that. There's a lot that needs to happen between the doctor and the hospital and the patient. After the patient goes home, there are tools that can help with that, certainly. So I think that space is very interesting, and it got lit up on my radar by this morning's discussion.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to discuss? You're down here. What are you trying to get out of the event?
Well, I come here to learn. I mean, I come here to meet people. I come here to get the sense of where the momentum and the vibe is and all those things. So, I don't have any real specific agenda. It's really more just to be educated and understanding, what's out there, and hopefully connect with some really great entrepreneurs with some really great ideas.
Okay, Todd, to wrap up, how do people get a hold of you at New Atlantic Ventures?
Email works well. It's todd@navfund.com. That's like November Alpha Victor, Fox Uniform November Delta.com, and I'd love to hear from you.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a good day.